Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Micros Challenge. We are on day 7. It's been a while, and I can explain. Okay, so this past week, I wanted to forward test with Bookmap. I was using Bookmap before, and I kind of forgot about it, but I didn't like how the market was moving so flip-floppy and wiki, right? So I remembered that I used to use Bookmap to help me with the fake outs and stuff, and just to see where liquidity is pulled in at to know where we're going to have that draw. So that's basically what I was doing this past week. And, it's been helping me out a good bit with these fake outs because the market was really volatile this past week. And, the last video that I made, day 6, we were moving like 50 points in one candle. So it was a lot going on. But I'm going to get into my trades that I took because I took my 3 trades this morning. I came out with 400. So we're getting closer to the finish line, guys. 7 days in, slow and steady, right? So first I'm going to get into my trades and my breakdowns. And then I'm going to mark up the possibilities for this upcoming week. Okay, so first things first, my trades. The first trade I took was a win. I got about 1 to 1.5 on that. I saw that the market was actually taking out all the buy side pre-market. So that let me know, once we got a clear inversion, that we'd finally take out some of these lows, right? And overall, the trend has been a downtrend. It has been going down for a while now, right? So my bias is in line with the overall structure. So once I saw on the 1 minute time frame that we formed this fair value gap here from this candle to this candle, I just highlighted the whole thing. I waited for price to come in and also reject, but not only reject, close below, right? That was the running issue from last time, that basically I wasn't waiting, I was being too aggressive. So I made it a personal goal to wait. Okay, so yeah, I waited for that and I got in. This first low, now I started to drag my stops into profit as it was going down, and I saw that we were getting close to this low. The market could have basically just pulled all the way back. So I took out a good portion of my my contracts, and I just trailed it until it basically took me out, which it did around here. So yeah, once I saw that it broke below this low, I got in again aggressively, and this ended up being a loss. Like this was the perfect trade here. I managed the risk. It was moving in my direction. I trailed, and then I got stopped out, right? Allowing for a pullback, a decent pullback would have been better than me just jumping in aggressively once I saw it breaking down, because as you can see, all it did was wick and it took me out of my trade. And yeah, that was just basically the end of that. So I was up about 400 and I lost about 300 on this trade. I'm going to show you guys my last trade because the time frame from here to here is about 30 minutes. I didn't want to play that whole thing. So I'm going to show you guys how I managed my last trade, which was a trade here where once again, I was eyeing this bullish fair value gap to become an inversion fair value gap, which it did. And it rejected off of here. This low here became a little bit of a high resistance zone because we had these equal lows right here. So I just marked this up, but I did wait for it to show some type of rejection to the downside, the upper wicks, before I got back in on my trade. Even though I didn't get in up here, I did allow for the market to kind of make sure we kind of going in that direction. But it did make another equal low right here, which is, it started going in my direction heavy, and that's why I got in. But yeah, it made another equal low here, so it was a little risky, I'm not gonna lie. But just the fact that we rejected off of this inversion, it let me know that we're going to go in the right direction. So we had these equal lows here, broke through, and then we had this low here as another zone of sell side. And as price pushed down on that, I should have marked where I got out, but I got out basically at break even. I took off some of my contracts and then I put it at break even so that I can at least secure something, right? So my book map now, I marked up this level because I saw a lot of orders sitting here. A lot of buyers have been holding 900 up. And that's another reason why I started to trail, or I started to remove risk around this area, because I had opposition, a large pool of opposition at 900 flat. But below that, we do have some more sell side. So if they allow, this should get heavy around here. If it can drop below and like start pushing, it should get heavy below that 900 level and tap into this sell side liquidity as well. But overall, the main idea was buy side was taking pre-market. We got a clear reversal afterwards, and it clearly was looking to take the sell side next. Yeah, let's get into the trade. All right, so as you see, I got in on that candle. It's a push down. It did kind of give me a big, ugly lower wick as well. Like it closed as a doji, which, like I said, it made it kind of risky. But then as you can see, we got down below that low. I haven't had it marked up here, but there goes that 28,900 level that it started to push up around. It couldn't really break down below that. I'm moving my take profit just in case, because if it breaks below, I knew it was going to get heavy, but it did not. It came back up and I locked him up. Stopped out at break even and I locked him up. And that was the end of it on that day. So I made about 407, I think it was. Yeah, so, oh, wow. Okay, so we did break. All right, there, see? That's what I said. If we can get below that 900, we should be able to break lower. And it should be able to get heavy in this. So, yeah, we broke below that. And now it should be ready to take that liquidity at that level. I'm already locked out for the day, which it feels good to make profit and then just be like, on to the next. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get into the possibilities for the week, right? The market can go either way from here, because we have already took out this sell side. As far as I can see, we took out this sell side, which was this low here. This volume imbalance on the daily time frame, it was filled on the lower time frames. We have another volume imbalance down here, which is just basically the gap between the candles. And oh shoot, y'all can't see that. Yeah, so this is basically the gap between the candles here and here. Those are the volume imbalances. That this one was filled on the lower time frame. I believe it was a 30-minute. Not even that. It wicked it, but it did not fill it. All right, the 15-minute time frame, it was filled. However, on the daily time frame, it was not filled. It's possible that this wick could get filled by some sellers at some point during this week, but we also have some imbalance above on this daily candle, right? So mark that up. In the market, it likes to gravitate towards those imbalances like a magnet. The market always seeks out to rebalance itself. Okay, so we have that, and it's right above these highs here. We did make a giant wick in an attempt to try to push into that, but it did not. It couldn't successfully push into that, right? It is what it is. So it's possible that's our next stop if we can take this sell side liquidity. We do have another imbalance down here as well on this 1 hour time frame. And the market hasn't been able to fill it at all. So I'll mark that up as well. If we take that sell side liquidity, okay, here we go. If we take that sell side liquidity, this could be the zone that we target and then reverse. We may not even want any more business down here for the most part. We are in a discount and the buyers could just really pile in after this point, really. Because why not? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, other than that, we're on the lookout for which direction the price is going to go and just basically following that direction. I look at both sides of the market and then I just follow. If it reaches this, then I'm going to do this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, yo, this is where we're going. No. It's possible it can go either way at all times. It's a 50-50 probability game we playing here, right? So it can go either way. But either way, if the market presents that opportunity, I'm going to be in that thing. So if you want to see episode 8, leave me a like, subscribe, and we close. We almost there. So y'all still rocking with me this far? Stay tuned for day 8. I'll see y'all on the next one.